Today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And no chance at a... They'll start this drive at their own 25. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. They'll run it from the gun. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And now on second down for this offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Man, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Palmer. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody's at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line, and the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. Try to get it on the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. I like this call in plus territory. The punt would have to be so precise, might as well leave the offense out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got an open man. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. The Tigers are marching down the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
Right back to the well. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season, the first part of the season?
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
That pass not close as he got thrilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
First down here for the offense. Handoff to the single running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Brings up.
Get together, it's always a slugfest, and Alabama won a close one last season.
Yeah, it was Alabama that finished out the 12th round in that slugfest, too. It usually seems like the team that lands the last big haymaker wins, and that was the Tide last time.
I think that's why it's so important getting out the gates early. Both these teams know each other, don't like each other. Get out the gate strong.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back.
Third down coming up.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did their throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Wide out in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Gets it out fast. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down. He finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Fires on the move. He's open on the right. Afterburner's coming. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! Lining up to add another. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. They'll operate out of split backs. He'll come out throwing on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
The give to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. The give from the gun. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Fast motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. Keeps the legs moving. Across the 45. He's loose down the left side. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
Snap it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Tigers want to pick up the tempo. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Now on the option. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tiger. Ready to try the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bama. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward.
That's a live ball. He picks it up, still on his feet.
You know, these running backs have to keep 5 points of pressure on the ball, especially against this defense that prides themselves on creating takeaways. And the offense, real lucky they jumped on that one.
You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On second down, wants to throw. Pressure coming. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the returner is stopped. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. First down here for the offense. Direct snap. Shakes off the tackler. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator to pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Inside the 30. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wide receiver shows motion. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. On the option. He'll toss it. And they'll finally track him down and shove him out at the 2. Line of scrimmage is the 2, and they can pick up the first down here, but going for the touchdown here on 4th and short. They'll go to the air. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown LSU! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. He'll bring it out. It's Demania. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into half.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 16. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards and then get your booty out of bounds.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to get it through the air. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And he's got it inside the 35. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He wants to throw. Trying to get to it. Runs through the tackle. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Oh, and the attempt is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
LSU 14, Alabama 7.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Going up top on 1st down. Unloads it downfield. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got some room to run. At the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown Tide. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And the point after is good. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Tigers will kick it away to crank up the second half. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. first drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back.
And he's going to go down at the 1.
Well, they're able to get the negative play, great individual effort. I know LSU's defense always goes by DBU, but they've had some big-time players up front on that D-line, too. And you think recently, guys like Marcus Spears, Glenn Dorsey, Kiki Mingo, Daniil Hunter, dudes that can line up one-on-one. These guys were like avatars with their frames. So difficult to block and so athletic. That's what this guy reminds you of sometimes.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Pinned back in their own end, a 3rd and short from the 16. From the gun, wants to pass. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Offense facing 4th down.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here.
Get set.
Motion from the offense. On the move. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They'll toss it to the left. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their 1st pick of the game.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. On the shovel. At the 40, there he He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Throws toward the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that the rest of this game.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's third and short. They're trying to get to him. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be.
When QBs are able to do this and just pull it down after he's sat back there in the pocket a little bit and go make plays, so frustrating for a defense. If I blitz and play man-to-man, nobody's looking at the QB, he can make a big play. If I sit back, he can still scramble.
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. How about that Bayou Bengal defensive front showing some dominance? Booger McFarland, Marcus Spears-like in their pressure.
And that defensive line getting to the quarterback, and they got so many guys that we can name, like Spears, that you just mentioned, like Booger in the past, that put on that purple and gold.
Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
It's really hard on a defense to drop back and know it's pass. And then a quarterback like that, he just has the ability to pull it down and just, bam, shoot through a hole, chew up yards so fast, outrun fast guys. It's just really hard to stop in today's football.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and goal. That's the end of the third quarter. And after 3, we are all tied up.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Let's go! Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Quarterback moving. And he can find a receiver, and down he goes.
Well, they take a sack right down by the goal line, guys, and I think the route concept really didn't help the quarterback out there. Normally you're thinking this is going to be a quick hitter, get the ball out of his hands fast, but that was a very slow developing route concept, and I think that's the biggest reason he got sacked.
If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. Third and goal.
Ready, go!
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense has converted twice on third down on this drive. A third time would put him in the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. touchdown, Crimson Tide. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
I tell you what, when you give me that kind of effort, I'm going to find you more often. What a layout. QB throws the football a little bit in front of him. He had to dive and go make the catch. He lays out, secures the catch through the ground. Remember, got to catch it all the way through the ground. Nice effort by that receiver there.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fair catch called for and made. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. LSU right back to the line.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell the defense was...
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Got a man in the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He has receiver running a crossing route, but the QB knew it was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window. He did that right there.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreak.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Still on his feet. Pocket starts to collapse. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky. That defensive end came off the ball with one goal in mind, and he was headed for the quarterback.
And when you get off that fast and you're already on an edge as a 4-3 defensive end, a lot of times all you got to do is win with your hands, and you can get to the quarterback. Nice job rushing the passer. Nice technique. Nice job working around the corner. And nice job getting that quarterback and getting the sack.
And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. It's complete.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dialing up a second down pass play. Finds a man in the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Tigers in the hurry up. They keep attacking through the air. Getting some heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. It's complete on the right side.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he got loose, it was all over.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, and get the football back to get back in this football game.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Tide offense rolls onto the field. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he drops to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Demania. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in third and short, third and medium, third and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's loose. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
Anyways, can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, go in full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football. With the lead late, they stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail meat, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. On first down, here comes this offense. He's going to pass. They're bringing heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. LSU quick to the line. They'll throw it on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. You know what's great about rivalry games?